Gordon Ramsay is a celebrity chef known for his long list of cooking shows and excessive swearing.
I'll get you more pumpkin, I'll ram it right up your Would you like it whole or diced?
After 20 years of shows and over 1,000 episodes, he's become most known for his Beef Wellington and sticky toffee pudding. So we're here at Hell's Kitchen in Las Vegas to give them both a try. We're Kristen and Will, and we have been spending the last few months trying all the best steaks in New York City. Over the next 6 days, we'll be trying 6 of the best steakhouses here in Las Vegas. Though not a traditional steakhouse, the Beef Wellington from Hell's Kitchen is probably the most famous steak on the Strip. So let's see how it is.
It is so much fun in here. We're sitting in the main dining room and it is a little loud because there's an open kitchen themed to the set of the show right next to us. We can hear lots of chanting, lots of saying yes chef. They even themed it down to the red side and the blue side, but they are not opponents. They are working together to get all of our food out. And I love how the Hell's Kitchen theme carries into the rest of the restaurant as well. There's pitchforks all over the ceiling. There's fire everywhere. There's a holographic Gordon Ramsay in the front. They're also playing Hell's Kitchen on the TVs in the bar. Let's hope that my Beef Wellington is as good as the ambiance.
So we're definitely going to be trying the Beef Wellington and sticky toffee pudding, but there are also 2 other dishes on the menu inspired by some of Gordon Ramsay's shows, the pan-seared scallops and the lobster risotto. We're definitely going to be trying those as well. There's actually a price fix menu option that comes with your choice of scallops or the heirloom tomato salad, the Beef Wellington, and a sticky toffee pudding for dessert. It's almost as if they know exactly why you're coming here. We're definitely going to be doing one of those, and we're going to be adding on the lobster risotto so you can try all of their most famous dishes.
We just got the scallops and they look delicious. You could see a nice sear on top. I also see thick cut bacon sprinkled with some peas on top of a pea puree. I'm gonna make sure I get a little bit of everything. Here we go. Oh my god. It almost seems like a spin on a pea soup, just like those blended peas with a little bit of that bacon. And then I think there's like a little soy sauce glaze on top. It is so delicious and such a good compliment with that sweet scallop. I gotta have another bite. I'm gonna make sure I get a lot of that pea puree. Those scallops are so sweet, it's crazy. And the saltiness of the bacon is like the perfect combination. The pea flavor is pretty strong, but to me it's not overpowering or anything. It's just like a really good compliment to everything else. Delicious.
Across all of Gordon Ramsay's shows, I feel like scallops are one of the most frequently messed up things. Always undercooking, always overcooking. So I'm curious how these are gonna be. It is a little strong of a pea flavor for me, and I feel like the bacon would be really good if it was a little smokier and a little crispier, but all the flavors are really good.
Next up is the lobster risotto. The lobster is poached and it is laid over truffle risotto with crispy onions on top. I cannot wait. The presentation is absolutely gorgeous. Wow, I honestly think that that's the best piece of lobster I've ever had. It is buttery but not overpowering, and the risotto is perfect. I love how everything's so soft, but like the crispy onions add a little bit of crunch. The rice has a perfect amount of truffle. It's not too over seasoned too because I think it's just supposed to complement the lobster. Like it really seems like the lobster is the main event and the rice is just here to kind of like provide some sort of substance with it. It is delicious. The flavors are unreal.
I'm gonna try a little risotto on its own first. Good. It's creamy, it's light. Kind of could use a little bit of salt, but pretty good. Let's try this lobster. This lobster looks amazing. Wow, that is good. It's so buttery. This is definitely meant to be all eaten together, because it is such a good combination. So much flavor in there. Absolutely fantastic.
It is finally time to try this Beef Wellington. I've had one before, but never by Gordon Ramsay, so I am very excited. It's a 6-ounce filet cooked medium rare and wrapped in a chive crepe mushroom. It's got a layer of prosciutto, and then it's all wrapped in a puff pastry. It also comes with a demi-glaze, mashed potatoes, and some veggies. I am so ready for this. I kind of feel upset because I'm ruining it. Like, it's such a beautiful work of art, and I just feel like I'm destroying it. But I'm gonna make sure I get a little bit of everything. Wow, talk about flavor. That is insane. The steak is melting in my mouth. And that flavor from the chive and the puff pastry, it's like so buttery but crunchy. 10 out of 10. I'm in heaven. This thing is gonna go down very easy. All right, let's try another bite with the demi-glaze now. Maybe I put too much demi-glaze on, but it's a little overpowering. I feel like it takes away from the flavors of the puff pastry and the chive and the mushroom. I think I'd prefer without it, but maybe I'll try with a little less next time. But I cannot wait for you to try it. I was so caught up in how good this Beef Wellington is that I almost forgot about the sides. So let's try some of these mashed potatoes. Wow. They are buttery, salty, garlicky. They are so nice and mashed. The texture is perfect. All right, now let's try, I think this is an onion and a carrot. Nice and al dente. It's a nice little something to crunch on after this savory Beef Wellington and super smooth mashed potatoes. Delicious.
I am so excited for this Beef Wellington. It looks fantastic. It's cooked to a perfect medium rare. I don't think you can request a different cook if you wanted to. I think they're all cooked like this. So just a heads up if you're coming here and you don't really like your meat cooked this way. You would think that everything around the meat would like kind of overwhelm the flavor of the filet mignon, but it really doesn't. It's actually a pretty flavorful filet mignon. I think everything just works together to bring out that flavor in there. The puff pastry adds the perfect texture to the outer shell. It's so delicious.
We got our sticky toffee pudding, and it comes with a Biscoff cookie ice cream on top. It's like a little jiggly, so you know it's gonna be moist. It's also covered in caramel sauce. Let's give it a try. It is melting fast, so it looks like it's nice and hot. Wow, that is so moist. So sweet. The cake isn't super hot, but it's just a nice room temperature. I taste a little bit of gingerbread, but it's not too much. The one we had at Quality Meats had like a really strong gingerbread flavor. This one, it's got like a hint of ginger, but it's a little bit more of like a Biscoff cookie flavor. Not just in the ice cream, but also in the cake itself. And I think the ice cream adds to the flavor because it is just like that Biscoff cookie creaminess. It like complements the cake really well, and the flavors are actually really similar, but like in different forms. This one's more of a cake, it's got that moist consistency, and the ice cream just melts in your mouth, and I feel like it's really cool to be eating like almost the same flavor, but like different textures and consistencies. It is so good. Honestly, probably the best sticky toffee pudding I've ever had.
Well, Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen was amazing. The Beef Wellington and the sticky toffee pudding totally lived up to the hype. Both of those were so good. The Lobster Risotto and the Scallops were both great as well, but I don't think they were quite as good. I probably wouldn't need to get those again if we came back here. But if you guys have ever been to Hell's Kitchen, let us know what you thought of it, and make sure to subscribe if you liked the video. We'll see you guys in the next one.